My name is Tessa Beecroft. I'm a personal trainer. I specialise in physical activity for mental well-being. What we're going to do today is we're just going to go through a really, really gentle warm-up and mobility session. We'll get some stretching in, and then we'll do a little bit of breath work practice at the end just to help you relax and get you set up for the day. We'll start off just marching on the spot here. So we're starting to get a little bit of blood flowing into those muscles. From here, we're going to take a step out, bring the other foot in towards you. So we're going for that two-step here. From here, we're going to reach across the body. So just warming up that core. From here, leg curls. So bring the heel up towards the bum. Again, we're moving the arms. We want to try and create as much movement as possible. Now, cardio is a really important element when we talk about mental health and well-being. So if you do continuous cardio, 30 minutes of continuous cardio every day, you do reduce the risk of developing future depression by 12%. So cardio in your daily routine, whether that's brisk walking, jogging, running, cycling, swimming, it's really, really important. Cardio helps to implement the recovery nervous system, which helps you to relax. So that's why it's really important for mental health. If you're feeling stressed, that's why a lot of people think that exercise is beneficial when they're feeling stressed. So when we're stressed as well, we release a hormone called cortisol. The stress hormone is called cortisol. When we exercise, we release happy hormones. Now, it's biologically impossible for cortisol and those happy hormones to be in the body at the same time. So when we exercise and those happy hormones are being released, our cortisol levels are reducing, which means our stress levels are reducing. So it's not just a case of exercise makes us feel better because we're doing something. It's actually creating a biological change in the body. So let's go feet hip width apart. We're going to go into some squats here, down and up. We're just going to get a little bit more fluid into those hips, knees and ankles and just really wake that body up a little bit. 3, 2, last one. Good, well done, and relax. So stretching and mobility are really good in terms of well-being as well, because if you've ever been stressed or you've ever felt particularly anxious, you'll notice that sometimes you're carrying a lot of tension. So when our nervous system is particularly heightened, our bodies are programmed to go into this fight-flight response, which means that we're priming ourselves for something to happen. So if we're priming ourselves for something to happen, we automatically come into this tense position. So we have to try and train our bodies to come back into that relaxed sensation. So we'll start off just with a little bit of mobility. Again, just to bring a little bit of self-awareness into the body so that you can start to make that mind-muscle connection. So I'd like you to take the feet just a little bit over hip width apart here. And we're just going to drop over to one side. And we're just going to repeat this a few times. And I just want you to acknowledge how this feels for you. And if you feel like you need to indulge in a deeper stretch, then stay in that position for a little bit longer. If you feel like you need to have a little bit more of a stretch on the inside part of the thigh, then stay in that lunge position for as long as you need to before going back into that other side. Excellent. We're going to bring the feet just a little bit in towards the center. So again, just over hip width apart, but not quite as far for those lunges. I want you to take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to send the hips back and reach forwards towards the floor. Now, your hands don't have to touch the ground. If you haven't got that capability, that's absolutely fine. Just go to whatever position feels like you're getting enough of a stretch into the back of the legs. I want you to just be a little bit wary here that you're not locking the knees out completely, but you've got a nice soft bend in the knees. So we're getting that stretch into the back of the legs, obviously, but we're also decompressing that lower back a little bit here. So as we drop the head here, we're allowing blood to flow to the brain, and that's going to help get some nutrients and some oxygen to the brain. Good, soften those knees for me. Just gently roll up, and I just want you to roll those shoulders here. So just taking your time with that. We're going to start with the neck as well. So we're going to go for some neck rolls. So we're going to take the head over to one side, ear to shoulder. Then we're going to bring the chin in and take the other ear over to the other shoulder. And you're just going to repeat that a few times. Then what I want you to do is I want you to try and get that breath in sync. So as you take that ear over to the shoulder, I want you to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to exhale, drop the chest, chin towards the chest, and then inhale, bring that other ear over to the shoulder. Exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale as you bring that other ear over to the shoulder, and just try and get into that breathing pattern a little bit here. Again, if you're finding any restrictions in your neck, maybe just indulge in that stretch a little bit more, feel free to do so. Now, what happens is when we're in that fight-flight response, so our breath quickens and it draws from the chest. If you've been experiencing anxiety for a particularly long time, then you get stuck into that breath pattern. Or if you're feeling particularly stressed, then you can get stuck into that cycle. So sometimes our bodies are constantly primed, our nervous systems are constantly heightened because we're stuck in this breath cycle. So it's really important to try and slow our breathing down. Good. So then on your next inhale, what I want you to do is inhale for 4. So we're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath here for 4, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale everything out as much as you can for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Inhale again for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 4. Exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Excellent. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I do hope that you've got some benefit from that. Hopefully you've learned a little as well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and that you enjoy everything that is being put on for the Open Up event. And yes, my name is Tessa Beecroft, like I say, and thanks very much for your time.